Hey everyone, my name is Danny. This is the first ever video of First Impression Reviews, where I just look at Amazon's top 5 items and see if it would be something I would buy. So let's go to the first item. Is this guy right here. It is the 2-piece under sink organizer rack with the 2-tier undersliding cabinet basket. Organizer drawer with 4 hooks, multi-purpose under-sink storage for bathroom, kitchen, and desktop. You think they do that for search engine optimization there? That is the longest title that I've ever seen. Okay, so initial thoughts. There are kind of 2 different organizers. This looks like it could be under a sink, but why in the world would you have tied underneath your sink? They looked like they were the same size, but I think this is sort of what they look like coming at you and sort of horizontal as well. The obligatory black and white photo, and then after, clearly your life is that much better. You can also put it on top of your desk. That looks stupid. Why would anybody do that? And again, sort of like in the bathroom. I'm wondering if this is like a plastic or if this is metal. This doesn't look metal to me. It's a frosted matte surface, no rust. This looks like it's probably going to be plastic. So that's sort of a deal breaker for me. That's all this stuff is going to break like in 2 years or something, and it's just going to be bad quality. Okay, so this got 4.3 stars and about $23. I could get it the same day. If you need something really quickly, I don't know why you would need something really quickly. If you want to impress people or something, when they're coming over to your house to say how organized you are, that would be great. I would never pay $40 for this. And I think for me, there's a lot of different options you can kind of see down here, where there are metal and like sort of the matte black butt metal options out there. So, for this brand, I would say probably like a 3.9 rating, and I would say I would not buy that. All right, going on to the next one. This is the Leebein electric spin scrubber, cordless cleaning brush with 8 replaceable brush heads, tub and floor tile scrubber, dual speed with adjustable detachable handle for bathroom and cleaning. Why are these titles so long now? They need to cut down on these. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. Okay, so there's a lot of crapola in here. And it looks like 2 different brush heads. And then are these different sizes? And then this one is like clearly the cone shaped. This looks like what you would use to like clean your car, but I guess if you're like cleaning your floor, that's kind of cool. This looks sort of like an EV charger, and it has apparently a European plug. That's also weird. Does it actually take? Is it? No, wait, that's not a European plug. That's the washing machine plug. That is bizarre. Okay, so this right here kind of shows you what you'd be using it on, like oily areas, for corners and narrow spaces. Yep. Okay, big flat brush and small flat brush. It'd be okay for the sink and stuff like that. Again, you're looking at something that's around $40. Is there something that will last longer? The scrubbing brush would be super nice, like to clean the sink. I don't know, again, if I would pay $40 for that. So I would say if it was maybe like $25 for sure, I would get that. Looks like all the air brushes, and it looks like it comes in a pink color too. But yeah, I'll give this item a 4 and a no for me. Again, I'm not being sponsored by Amazon or anything like that. I think this is just always interesting to go through, what Amazon has and to see if it's something that will be worthwhile to somebody down the road. If they want to get it or not, to have somebody who has actually a real life opinion of this. Okay, so these are travel gear compression packing cubes for travel and luggage. Oh, these are awesome. Like, in the concept of these are awesome. It keeps everything organized while you're traveling. These are interesting though because they look like pillows. And I don't know if I've seen ones that look like that. Okay. So these are dope. Man. Okay, so these, yeah, and then you pack everything and then everything's all organized. And then what's cool about this is that you can actually put more stuff on top of that. So this is like I've bought or purchased something similar to this, and it makes it look like it can compress a lot. If it can actually compress a lot, I think that might be kind of a cool option. I don't know though. This is so much money for this for $50. Wow. Okay, so fabric. All these I've purchased ones before. Again, it wasn't that much, probably $20 cheaper than these, but the zippers, all the zippers came right off, and they didn't have any of that compression stuff. So for me, there's so many similar ones. These look like laptop holders, don't they? I honestly would probably try again with one of these rather than spend the $50 to try on these. These have a bunch of different colors though. And this one's kind of cool. It has like Yosemite, Grand Canyon, those things. But and these ones might have better colors for the ones that you want. And these have such a crap ton of ratings, so you know you're probably going to get a good product. But man, $50. $50. I'll say yes, only because I would probably be replacing the ones that I broke essentially. Okay, on to the fourth item. So this is the Mueller Pro Series all-in-one blade mandolin slicer for your kitchen, food chopper, vegetable slicer, spiralizer, cutter, dicer, grater, blah, 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 blah. This is like everything all into one. I bought a machine once that was just the spiralizer right here and never used it. My mandolin is probably the thing that I use the most. For this exact reason right here, just cutting cucumbers. Let's see, cheese would be a great, great option here. And then you can make your own charcuterie type stuff here. That would be kind of fun. Most of this stuff, about 50% of what this thing does, I wouldn't use it. I've seen cheaper mandolin slicers. The thing I like about this is that it has sort of that handle, so you can get to a really small side. So for this one, probably rated a 4.2, and then this would probably be something that I buy if I could also get that $5 off coupon. And I could get it today, which would be pretty sweet. All right, and the last item is the 9-pack refrigerator mats. They're a washable fridge mat liner and easy-to-clear fridge pads, mat shelves, drawer, table mats, refrigerator. Is this English? Man, they need to rewrite that. First glance, I hate these. These look like bubble wrap, and it looks like bubble wrap inside of your fridge. And this is an even clearer picture of why I think it looks like bubble wrap. That looks so bad. I think let's take a look at the gray. Let's see if that one see if that one looks any better. It's just bubble wrap, bro. Yeah, man. Look. If this ain't bubble wrap, then that's wild. Yeah, this would be like a 1.0, and I would never buy this. It's even though it says 13, man, ain't nothing I would ever buy. But in any case, thank you guys. That's the video for today. Let me know if you want me to review any other items that you guys see on Amazon. I can do Temu, other things too. So, all right, see you guys around.